fresh out the box. Stop, look and watch. Ready yet? Get set. It's all that.
80s kick, whatever. I'm on this nice little cartoon kick, and I am having the time of my life. So if you're here to watch and enjoy me and my foolishness, thank you. Come again. But yo, like seriously, the reason that we love what we love is because it brings us so much joy. And cartoons just happen to be something that I love. Nostalgia just happens to be something that I love because there's a time period in my life where it was simple and easy and it was fun, and you could see the work and dedication and appreciate it in cartoons today because you're older. When you were a kid, you kind of just watched it and was just like, yeah, I like this. As an adult, when you go back and watch it, it's like, dang, I get the jokes now. I appreciate the handwritten cartoons. I appreciate the soundboard, the soundtrack, the score, all of that. You know, it's so much that you appreciate so much more now that you're an adult. And you can watch it and you can enjoy it with the next person. Your kids, your aunties, your uncles, your sister, brother, cousin, nieces, nephews. You know, pass it along. But anyway, one of my favorites cartoons. They used to come on Cartoon Network. And yes, this is reruns that played, but so what? It used to come on right before, no, it used to actually come on right after A Pup Named Scooby-Doo. And then after A Pup Named Scooby-Doo, it was the Tom and Jerry Kids. And then after the Tom and Jerry Kids, they would play Alvin and the Chipmunks. Alvin and the Chipmunks was your basic TV show where these human-like chipmunks went to school, had a band, was musically talented, and they lived with their father, adopted father, who happened to play music and write music and was their manager and producer. And for the life of me, no one can really make me understand how these half-human chipmunks or human-like chipmunks came into play into Dave's life. But they're pretty much kids. They're kid chipmunks, and it's so cute because they get in trouble all the time. You have Alvin, the troublemaker. You have Simon, the smart one. And then you have Theodore, the cute, lovable one that just loves to cook. But they're all talented. And they remind you, just like real chipmunks, they're scurrying around, they're getting in the way, they're having fun. These chipmunks, who are halfway human, are going to school, they have school functions, they fall in love with human girls. I'm almost convinced that this was the beginning of furryism. That's not a word, but you know, it's slight bestiality. Boo, who's a cartoon, so whatever. Yeah, until they brought in, of course, the Chipettes. The Chipettes were the girl version of Alvin and the Chipmunks that actually had a storyline. You know, I don't know what happened to their real parents, but they got adopted by a girl who was actually adopted, and she became a star, and they became a star, and it was real cute, and they had a whole, special on it. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I remember it because I was really trying to figure out where these Chipettes came from. And, you know, it's just cute seeing the romance and the rendezvous between Alvin and the main girl, Brittany, and how they're kind of just alike, and they're all just alike, and they give off this kind of false perception that you're going to find somebody who's just like you and you're going to fall in love. They're also in, Alvin and Chipmunk music. It was, at least 3 or 4 of them. You can feel, the boy versus girl situation that they had in the 80s and 90s. We were obsessed with the whole battle of the sexes. It was fun to watch because it was done in a good way. None of these girls were discouraged from being them. They had the power struggle, but for the most part, it was fun to watch them go head to head, and how Alvin was a player, bruh. Alvin was a tramp. They even had a song where they did different, they did a cover of He's a Tramp from Lady and a Tramp. And Alvin was out here liking all types of women. I remember the one episode where he was dressed as Zorro. I was just like, yo, there was the documentary where he was rapping with Will Smith. Alvin and the Chipmunks, they have went everywhere. I still got that Christmas album, and around Christmas I will play it just because it makes you feel good. You know, when he sung at Carnegie Hall, it had the little golden harmonica. If you're not an Alvin fan outside of the real life movies, which I'm not talking about, we gonna leave them over there. Then you won't know what I'm talking about. I urge you to go and watch Alvin and Chipmunks, the old cartoons, the old movies, and you will still love it. You will love the animation and the fun and the joy and all of it. So we're going to go ahead and watch the theme song of Alvin and Chipmunks, and I'm going to see if I still got my feels, because it's been a minute. Oh, that good old 80s sound. Cause here we come. We're the Chipmunks. Hey. Your way. We're the Chipmunks. That is it. How may I thank you? You're my fun. Hey. We're the Chipmunks. Alvin always had to be the show out. I did feel sorry for Dave. He was always tired. And this is the Alvin and the Chipmunks I remember. I remember they used to do covers of songs in the show. And one of the favorite ones that I remember is when Britney did Material Girl and Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Those were like two of my favorites. I wonder if I can find them and rewatch because it's been so long. Give me a second, yokes. I found it, guys. I found the video. I remember wanting to do this as a kid so bad. Janet and I can't remember the other girl name. I remember this episode. This is the episode where Alvin had dared them to like a contest or something, and it's pretty much like a boy and girl situation where they're always like saying, "I can do things better than you." With her leg warmers. Aw, Theodore was so concerned. Oh, jeez. God, this is around handwritten, like, time. Imagine doing all of this handwritten. This is so great. Hand-drawn. My goodness. I remember when I first watched the Alvin and Chipmunks movie. And one of their movies outside of the Halloween ones was like, I can't remember the name of the movie, but I remember that pretty much Alvin had won like a contest or whatever. It was a contest. It was like some like survival type of stuff or whatever. And pretty much they had to travel around the world and pick up these cases, like these criminals pretty much tricked them into going around the world and picking up these cases of money and whatnot. And the boys and the girls had a contest to see who could finish. And I just remember the movie being really good and really funny. And I remember like the dad never knowing what was really happening. Like Dave never knew what was going on with the kids until it just kind of went up in flames. Typical everyday parents of like rowdy children who never stay with their like, you know, babysitter. But yeah, I think they had a song called Boys and Girls of Rock and Roll. That's where the boys of fucking, yeah, they did. I'm about to go see if I can find that. I need to find this clip. Give me a second. Yeah, I remember this. My couscous. Oh, I remember this. This is a good scene. This is a good part of the movie. This is a good movie. Oh my gosh.
These are my 3 boys. I want to get them something exciting.
Poor Dave. He just really thought his kids were gonna sit still.
Hey,
no, like my boys. Oh, I love 80s music. They really knew how to rock. Oh my god. The synchronizers, like when they figured out electrical, this is the best thing ever. They was jamming to this though. Not this time of night. I love all these Greek statues that I'm just now paying attention to. Are they on the Parthenon? Nah. Cause we're the girls of rock and roll. Yes. pretty. Oh. Yeah. Rock and roll, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey. Hey. Are they in Pompeii? They gotta be in Rome, supposedly. They Chipmunks used to be jamming. I don't care what no one says. Hey. I would love to hear these voices without like the auto-tune to make it squeaky like that. Hey. We are the girls, we are the girls, we are the girls of rock and roll. This is my favorite part of the song. Oh! They was killing it. They was killing it. I don't know how they make like elementary, middle school human chipmunk sexy, but somehow cartoons creators do it. I don't. Alright. Yeah, this was my that was my jam, y'all. Let me get on out of here. I am having the time of my life. I am breaking a sweat. This is too much.